go. Yes.
Hey. How are you? Thanks for the introduction, Abby.
Because you're actually listening. Yeah.
I was, yeah.
You just sound like another press conference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are you? I know.
Yeah,
I know
great.
you.
Thanks.
I know you love your interviews,
Yeah.
Katie. Do you know what I mean?
This is my favorite part about being a professional boxer.
You've been looking forward to this all day, haven't you?
Yeah.
You are. I said to Brian earlier, your manager, I said, you are like the queen of quarantine anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like my
live
whole
in
life has been a
isolation.
quarantine.
Have you noticed anything different at all? Like, if you're
I said to my family, you realise you're in isolation so much when you have to go into quarantine, and nothing has changed about your personal life.
I know.
But
like, it's difficult for everybody.
great.
I know that we announced today the May the 2nd fight with Amanda Serrano pushed back to July 4th. We hope we'll be up and running by that date as well. How does the mindset change for you with the date change? Just, I know your work ethic is incredible anyway, but just tapering down slightly now. You got
I mean, I have obviously been over here for the last few months training for May 2nd, but this is a time for me to just kind of work on a few things now, and this isn't a time for anyone to take their foot off the gas. I think it's going to pay off for the fighters who are disciplined right now.
Are you a big believer in a lot of people are saying right now not just across boxing but across business that this is actually the time where you can close the gap on people? I guess for you, there isn't really a gap on anyone, but it's like a case of they'll be trying to close the gap on you and doing the smart work in this time.
Exactly. And as I said, I'm just working on a few things now. These are times where it actually makes a difference, I feel. You can turn this into a positive and actually try and work on a few things. And when the boxing world does get back, I'm going to be one of the fighters who was disciplined, and I'm going to be ready for whenever that fight date is.
Well, that fight against, obviously, Amanda Serrano, undisputed lightweight world championship. For the first time in that fight, although, we're never going to see you throwing tables at press conferences, I don't think spite's the right word, but I feel like there's something inside you in this fight where you obviously, I know you want to win every fight, but you got the bit between your teeth in this fight with Serrano.
I mean, everything's just pretty much the same for me. I go into every single fight with the same mindset. Nothing has changed there. I want to go in and produce the best performance I possibly can on fight night as well. So, I mean, she obviously does an awful lot of talking, and it's going to be the same coming up to this fight as well. But I don't get involved in anything like that. I'm just focusing on my actual training. And
do you think it's one of the most dangerous fights of your career? I mean, I've watched her live quite a few times. I would say in terms of punch power, you can genuinely see at ringside. She punches very hard. She's very confident as well. Obviously, well schooled as well. You put it right up there as one of the toughest you faced so far.
Yeah, definitely. This is literally the best fight and the best, isn't it? These are fights that everyone wants to see. So, it's a very, very exciting fight, and not just in women's boxing, but boxing as a whole. This is a fight that people want to see. So, it is a dangerous fight for both of us, but it's also a career-changing fight for both of us as well. This can be absolutely huge. Whoever wins this fight is going to be cemented as the #1 pound for pound in women's boxing.
I know that you probably got bored now saying that women's boxing's on the rise, and I feel like we've almost gone through that now, but you can't help comment about how great it is to see and how easy it is for me to make fights in the women's game, because you've only got to look at like Eva Wallström, where she just sort of took the fight to fight TERRI HARPER recently. It was a fight where she was coming over, and you probably thought Harper was a favourite in that fight. Now NATASHA JONAS jumping in with TERRI HARPER. Serrano stepping up to fight you. Breakhouse wanting to fight you. McCaskill moving up another division to fight Breakhouse as well. Women's boxing's in a brilliant place.
Yeah, it really is. Women's boxing couldn't get any bigger right now, just with all the fights that are getting made. And it is great that we're not, contracted to these different TV stations or whatever, where we can actually make these fights happen. This is exactly what the sport needs. It's very, very exciting, and I'm delighted to be involved in it.
Your thoughts on TERRI HARPER's caused a lot of interest over here. Really come on, great performance against Eva Wallström as well. Fighting NATASHA JONAS coming up. That's supposed to be end of April, will be pushed back. Good to see two English women go at it for a world title as well. And has Terri Harper impressed you as well so far?
Yeah, I think she's been brilliant actually, and she's only so young as well. I think she's only 23. She's only going to get better and better over the next few years as well. So, yeah, what a great ambassador for the sport, and she's willing to fight anyone and everyone as well, which makes it even better. But her and NATASHA JONAS, it's a huge domestic fight, and I don't think we have seen the best of NATASHA in the professional ranks yet, but maybe this is a fight where she actually does turn up and produce a great performance. I know how good NATASHA can be because I fought her numerous times in the amateurs, so and she hasn't really impressed that much yet as a pro, but maybe this is a fight where she can actually produce a great performance.
And of course, one of your former foes against one of your potential foes, April 17th, again postponed, but Jessica McCaskill moving up to 147 to fight Cecilia Breakhouse. Again, should be a great fight, tough fight for Cecilia. You'd fancy her, I guess, being with her pedigree and the size advantage as well, but should be an interesting fight.
It's a very interesting fight. I'd imagine Cecilia will outbox Jessica, but it's a very, very big, huge fight, and obviously Jessica has a big punch as well, so who knows what can happen there.
Everyone's talking about the potential. Obviously, you got to beat Serrano, but everyone talks about the Breakhouse fight. Of course, undisputed lightweight world champ against undisputed welterweight world champ as well. Is that for you the natural challenge if you can come through Serrano, or when you come through Serrano?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously want to be involved in the biggest fights, and I can't obviously look past Serrano right now, but it's always a big mistake when fighters are looking past their opponents. But if I do come through Serrano, obviously the fight with Brackers is a history-making fight, undisputed champion against undisputed champion. And has that even ever happened before? I don't think it has.
Where do you stand on weight for that, Katie? Just so, I mean, we might as well do the contract now on Instagram Live. You know what I mean? But obviously, we saw you up at 140. We know. I remember when you started, we always said that you'd make super feather, and that you'd win a super featherweight world championship first. Obviously, after a few fights, it's clear that it was a little bit tight, and you preferred lightweight. You went to 140, but probably struggled to eat yourself into 140. Where do you think the line is drawn with that fight with Breakhouse? Don't worry, I won't hold you to it, but it's an interesting situation because she's she accepted, but I can't even remember off the top of my head. I think the McCaskill fight's at 145.
Right.
So she's obviously got the plan to come down, but anywhere around 142-ish is not a problem.
I mean, we can make a catch weight obviously at a similar weight, maybe 142. I can't really go above 142 much, but I walk around about probably maybe 142 or 143 at most. So we can definitely do a catch weight at around then, and that would be a super fight, wouldn't it? So whatever you think yourself, Eddie.
No, well, listen, you're the boss. Whatever you tell me, whatever you tell me, whatever you try and tell me. I've got to ask you, because one thing, I know we're being watched by 14, 1,500 people, but in terms of your faith, which always impresses me, does that keep you just so balanced and comfortable? I think one thing that's interesting, I don't want to go too deep on it, but obviously there's the problem of the COVID-19 virus right now, but also the problem that it will have in terms of the effect on people's mental health as well. You know, it's something that gets talked about a lot. You know, whether it's being stuck indoors or whether that's struggling financially or with anything in life. How much does that faith that you have, is that, I'm fascinated by it because
I mean, for me, I mean, I always, it's obviously awful that what's happening with the coronavirus. The whole world is on lockdown right now, but there's a lot of good things that are happening as well. I mean, it's people's lives have been forced to slow down. Maybe, you know, they have to reconnect with their families again. And there's even online on the internet, there's church services saturated online every single weekend. And for me, it's just a time to kind of spend more time with God, I guess. Read His Word and read the Bible, and that's mental health for me. I get great comfort from that, and I've always said from a very young age that that's where my confidence comes from. That's where my strength comes from, and that's why I don't need to talk before these big fights or talk trash, because from a very early age I love the Bible verse in Isaiah that says, "In quietness and trust is my strength." And it's not something that I feel I have the need to actually, I'm just going to be myself, obviously, and and that's it really. But yeah, definitely God is just my life.
Very good, Katie. Katie, it was a pleasure. I hope that wasn't too painful.
No, what do you want to see my garage gym?
Go on then.
Yeah. I know that all the gyms are shut up right now, but I'm absolutely delighted to have my garage gym here.
Go on then.
And I actually bought this house just after the last fight.
Is this Ross's gym?
This is my gym.
Your gym? So you've got 2 gyms over there?
Yeah.
This is the one you built? I saw you doing your own workout stuff yesterday.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah, it's good. I'm not going to try it though.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'll tell you what, that's better than most gyms I've seen, full stop.
Right?
It's better than most gyms I've seen.
Yeah.
Have you done your session? You've probably done about 8 sessions today now, haven't you?
Well, I just had a running session this morning, so not too bad, but yeah.
All right, Katie, thanks for everything.
Thanks, Eddie.
We'll be rocking and rolling.
Sounds great. Thanks so much.
Take care, Katie.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.